day, not an hour that I do not mourn for my daughter, but I also mourn for my grandchildren.
Tonight at 6, emotions running high in a Marion County courtroom.
Every part of my life has been impacted.
The sentencing handed down for a woman who shot and killed her neighbor.
Plus, a major name in Central Florida dies.
He'll always be known for his philanthropic efforts.
The legacy left behind by Harris Rosen.
Then, new court documents for the woman accused of killing her daughter and attacking her roommate. But investigators say led up to the deadly encounters.
WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
That breaking news tonight is out of Marion County. Within the last hour, a judge sentenced Susan Lorenz to 25 years in prison for shooting and killing her neighbor in Ocala. This all happened in 2023 after a confrontation over A.J. Owens' kids playing in Lorenz's yard. Tonight, the victim's family says they can finally start healing.
WESH 2's Christina Watkins just spoke with Owens' mom. And Christina, she calls this justice. What else did she have to say?
You know, Summer and Stu, the family hugged and they cried as the judge sentenced Susan Lorenz to more than 20 years behind bars. The judge in this case called the shooting, quote, completely unnecessary and said they felt like Lorenz acted solely out of anger instead of fear. So we asked the Owens family if they accepted that apology. They said they felt like it was a last effort for Lorenz to save herself. Now, in a statement we got from the state attorney here, Bill Gladson, he said in part, quote, the outcome of the trial reflects our commitment to justice and the integrity of our legal system. Lorenz and her attorneys now have 30 days to appeal the sentencing. We're live tonight from Ocala. Christina Watkins, WESH 2 News.
Christina, thank you. More breaking news tonight. Harris Rosen, a name synonymous with tourism and hospitality in Central Florida, has died. WESH 2's Greg Fox is live for us. Greg, people knew him for his life's work of helping others.
You know, that really is the way many people will remember him. Certainly a lot of people will remember Harris Rosen from the 7 hotels like this one, the Rosen Center, right across from the Convention Center. And still others might remember him when big storms approached the state. He was famous for setting up a discount hurricane rate for evacuees. And this statement from Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings. Harris Rosen was more than a business leader. He was a compassionate visionary who dedicated his life to improving the lives of others. His commitment to our community went beyond his work as a hotelier. He and his family also very active in the Southwest Orlando Jewish Community Center. And of course, the Harris Rosen Foundation will continue his legacy. Live in Orange County, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
An Oseola County woman first arrested for allegedly assaulting her roommate now faces a murder charge in the drowning death of her 14-year-old daughter.
WESH 2's Dave McDaniel is live at the Oseola County Sheriff's Office right now with what we are learning from new court documents.
Well, that's right. You know, when the Oseola County Sheriff really announced this assault arrest, he said that the woman who was allegedly assaulted was actually trying to protect a 14-year-old girl from her own mother. Now that mother faces an additional criminal charge in her daughter's death. Glover was scheduled to go in front of a judge over the weekend but chose not to attend that initial appearance. She presently is being held in the Oseola County Jail without bond. Reporting live in Oseola County, Dave McDaniel, WESH 2 News.
Dave, thank you. After a chilly weekend, things are finally starting to warm back up. Temperatures are heading back towards the 80s this week. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. Tony, this warm up maybe not going to last so long.
I was going to say, you hit it right on the head. We have two big stories. One is the big warm-up, as you just mentioned, Stu, just in time for the holidays. The other is going to be the cold snap that's coming our way towards the end of the weekend. Let me show you the top weather stories right there. As you can see, those are going to be the two biggies that we're going to be talking about and dealing with all week. Let me show you why it's going to warm up. We've got a front north and west of us, west-southwesterly winds on Thanksgiving Day, so that shoots our temperatures up into the 80s. And then on Friday, for the shoppers, here comes a front and some rain. That'll cool the temperatures back from the 80s into the 70s. Thanksgiving Day planner warming up midday 77, in between probably about 82, maybe 83 degrees. And then for the shopping here on Friday, you can see clouds arriving, showers late morning on into the afternoon. We'll take a look at the national roundup and more on that cold blast coming up at 6:18. See you then.
A historic win for the Orlando Pride, bringing home their first ever national title over the weekend.
The city of Orlando now coming together to celebrate the victorious women.
It was so joyful. It was like a lot of things. You just can't describe it.
The parade downtown seemingly answering the team's question, "Do you see us now?" The NWSL winning the regular season and the championship trophy just this past Saturday. Let's head over now to WESH 2's Michelle Meredith. She's actually going to be out there live for us, talking in the streets. Michelle, you got to witness the parade just a few moments ago. How's the atmosphere still out there in downtown?
Well, a lot of folks are coming back from it with big smiles on their faces. We were here at the start of the parade, and we kept saying, "Where's the pride? Where's the pride?" And they said, "They're over there in those trolleys." So we ran over there to see if we could talk to them up close and personal. And you know what? The party was already on, and they were professing their love to their families and the city beautiful. To say to people who are laughing at you.
Oh, you're not laughing anymore.
Anything else? And so they continued on to the cheers of their adoring fans and the big celebration right down the street at City Hall. You know, all the love that the team gave Orlando, well, Orlando sent it right back today, and it was beautiful. Live in Orange County, Michelle Meredith, WESH 2 News.
Michelle, thank you. And coming up in just a few minutes, Darren Stoltz-Fitz and Kristen Lago walk us through that historic win and the team's hopes of moving forward. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Congratulations to the Orlando Pride for their championship win.
It's honestly crazy. I don't think it's hit me yet. We absolutely sacrificed what we needed to get this win.
WESH 2 brought you closer to the Pride all season long. From the first kick to their championship win, we were there.
They've been asking the question, do you see us now? They said, I hope you see us now.
Let's go Pride! For more of our biggest moments, trust WESH 2 News.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Rubenstein Law. Injured, call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Randy Fine just won his election to go from the Florida State House to the state Senate. But now the Brevard County Republican could have a chance to move to Washington, D.C.
President-elect Donald Trump is endorsing Fine to replace his choice for National Security Advisor, Congressman Mike Waltz. WESH 2's Justin Shecker joins us live in Winter Park right now. Justin, Trump wants Fine to run in a district where he doesn't currently live.
That's right, Summer. Randy Fine does not live in Florida's 6th congressional district, but members of Congress are not required to resign the district they represent. Now, this major Trump endorsement comes after Randy Fine decided to back the president-elect over Governor Ron DeSantis during the GOP primary. And this morning, State Senator Fine flew from Orlando to Washington, D.C. He texted me this afternoon. He's going to announce something tomorrow. Live in Winter Park, I'm Justin Shecker, WESH 2 News.
Hey, Justin, thank you. And you can see one thing in all these live shots, they're not wearing their coats tonight, Tony.
Boy, I'll tell you what a difference a day can make.
Literally
right?
a day.
And you look at that 7-day, we're going to be in the 80s, but there's another cold blast coming. So I've got a lot of ground to cover here. Let me begin now with a look at that. I want to set it up. I know if you've got loved ones coming in from up north, it might be hard to get rid of them this week because it's going to get nice and warm through Thursday. Friday's not that bad. It might be a little bit wet for the shopping, but temperatures will drop back into the mid-70s. Then another cold blast heads our way as we head towards the weekend. So here's the weather maker here that's going to come in for Friday, but travel day today. It's already getting going. We're looking good the Midwest, the upper Midwest, the Northeast. The only real exception to the rule is right here in San Francisco tonight, where there are some delays with that big West Coast storm. As you guys have been watching the Pride tonight, the weather has been fantastic. 73 downtown, 60s though just about everywhere else. We take a look at the satellite radar. Big dome of high pressure now across the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. Underneath that, the winds are fairly light, but there's a bit more of an onshore flow tonight, so it'll cool off, but it's not going to be terribly cold. And later on tonight, we do have a Falcon 9 launch expected to go up at 10:31. Don't think there's going to be any issues from a weather standpoint. Up and down the I-4 corridor from Orange City to Lake Mary to downtown Orlando. Disney Celebration, 50 to about 55 degrees. Farther north and west, we'll still see a few 40s up here and then back towards the coast, specifically right there on the sand. Satellite Beach over towards Cocoa Beach, right around 60 degrees. So tonight through tomorrow, one front kind of stalls out 2 hour north. It's going to set the stage for some warmer temperatures though tomorrow. 75 to about the 80 degree mark, which is just about a degree or two above the norm. And then you can see Wednesday and Thursday going up from there. So great weather for the golfers. A lot of folks are off this week. Cool starts, mild finishes. Now, if there's one issue here on Tuesday for travelers, it's going to be the Northeast. Snowstorm up there, rain towards the coast, and a big ski resort snowstorm here. Great news for the folks heading out there to get some Thanksgiving skiing in. But the bigger developing story now is going to be a series of cold fronts. This will be the second one, and that's going to be the one with that significantly colder air by the time we wake up Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So the weekend, Saturday, 72. Sunday, chillier. Temperatures then in the upper 60s. We take a look at the senior first turkey trot there, the 5K. Lake Oseola looking pretty good, crisp and cool. Temperatures will be in the 60s. And then the MLS Cup playoffs. I'll tell you what, if we can win this, one more game to go, can we have both the men and women national champions? Say it ain't so. Bring it on. I would love to see that. Sunday morning, 40 in Ocala, 45 to land, 51 in Titusville, and 50 on into Winter Haven. Now, you look at that cold stretch. It looks like it's going to go into at least the first week of December. So if you like the cooler air, you're going to love the extended forecast. In the short run, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we are in the 80s. Friday, a couple of showers. Here comes that cooler weather, waking up Monday morning to 43 degrees in town.
WESH 2 Sports is sponsored by Mullinax Ford. Hurry to Mullinax for Black Friday deals, including 1.9% financing for 60 months on over 1,200 new Fords. Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
Celebrating the champs alongside Kristen Lago. I'm Darren Stoltz. The sports comes to you from live downtown Orlando, outside City Hall, where Kristen, a celebration worthy of the champions today.
Oh my gosh, a celebration was had here in the City Beautiful, and it's so nice to see the community really come out to support this team that had an unprecedented season, dominant from the very beginning, dominant to the end. The winners of the double, the Shield, and the championship trophy.
Absolutely. The Orlando Pride bringing home the first major pro championship to the City Beautiful. They celebrate with a parade today from Inter & Co Stadium all the way down here to City Hall. We saw fans lining the street, packing in, and then we heard from those NWSL champions.
This is for you guys. This is for you. And without you and your support, none of this would have been possible. So I thank you for being here every step of the way, and let's go get some more.
Yeah, Kristen, just the second franchise to win the regular season championship and the whole thing in the postseason. Big deal, but hey, we could have a sweep here in the City Beautiful.
Yeah, I think Zach said it best this weekend. There must be something in the water for the soccer community here in Orlando because Orlando City about to host the Eastern Conference Finals. They have a chance to make it, the men and the women going another double, right, for the City of Orlando.
They've never been this far, hosting the Eastern Conference Final, trying to reach the MLS Cup Final for the very first time.
They did something that we really want to do, so it's something that we can look at and say, well, this is what we want to do. And we've talked about everybody want to do the same things, and I think just everybody are maybe on the same page, which is a great feeling, and you can feel it from the city and also the atmosphere now, like a full stadium. It's such an amazing feeling, and I'm blessed actually.
So So it's been a great year for football here in the City Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hasn't been quite so great a year for college football here in Orlando.
Not quite, but UCF will wrap up their season, which they know is a losing campaign. No bowl game this year for the first time since 2015, but they put it all to bed Friday night against Utah, and it's something that they want to go out on the right note.
Even though this season not going how you want it to go, you just got to take some good out of everything. Like, we ain't winning, so what? Like, we ain't winning like how we wanted to win. Just take some good out of it. We still come out here to get better. Like, focus on your craft, get better at your craft. Like, focus on it, not just saying be selfish, but we ain't winning. We can't go to a bowl game, so enjoy the things that you can enjoy and get better on the things that you can get better on. Just focus on the positive things.
And it's going to be a busy Friday night of football. High school football is still going on. A lot of teams still competing for a state championship. Should be fun.
Yeah, and hopefully UCF can kind of end on a positive note, especially for that senior class.
All right, for Kristen Lago, I'm Darren Stoltzfus. We will have more on this Pride celebration coming up tonight at 10 and 11. But for now, that'll do it for sports. Live in downtown Orlando. More news when we come back.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Advent Health.
We have several stories that are falling for you tonight at 7.
Yeah, we are in the final days of the 2024 hurricane season. How costly this season was in terms of lives and damage for Floridians.
The leak on board the International Space Station has NASA worried what they're saying about the leak and the potential dangers. That's our report for tonight. NBC Tonight in the News with Lester Holt is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and then at 10 and 11, but we're always online at WESH.com. Have a great night.
Thank you for watching WESH 2 News. Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app and stream for free on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, iOS, and Android mobile devices.